Have you ever felt that you as a woman may not appear to measure up when you see incredible women in strong roles? You may be surprised when hearing from women in these positions and how we all share many of the same challenges. Thank you for joining us for the SheEO Lead-In podcast with Rebecca Jones as we share the journeys of women.
Hello, I'm Rebecca Jones, your host of SheEO Lead-In. We are on an exploration together to discover more about the personal journeys of incredible women in both career and life. We all have paths to share that sometimes take incredible turns, deep resilience, and courage to navigate. My hopes are that the challenges shared here encourage women to take leaps of faith and growth when a journey feels too difficult or unachievable. There is great strength deep within each one of us. These stories are meant to share the ways strong women have taken their dreams to strive and thrive to new heights, despite their sometimes rocky paths, and found a way to lead in.
Well, hello, my name is Kristen Fogle. I'm the executive director of San Diego Writers, Inc. We aim to be a literary hub in San Diego, but more importantly, I'm here today and I'm filling in for Rebecca Jones on the SheEO Lead-In podcast. So I'm so excited to welcome Nargis Habib. And Nargis, I'm just going to have you introduce what your business is, tell us a little bit about it and when you founded it. And then from there, we'll get into all things about your journey.
Yes, of course. Hello, I'm Nargis Habib. I am the owner and the founder of the Rug Mine. I started the Rug Mine in 2020. Right when the pandemic started.
Oh my goodness.
So I started in 2020 but that was the start of it. But the thought behind the Rug Mine was something that I've always wanted to do from years ago. But it all started in 2020, obviously.
Yeah.
During COVID, we were all home and bored and a lot of creative thoughts were coming in. So it was a perfect time for me to get it started and kind of achieve that goal of mine, dream of mine.
Very cool. So in 2020, did you open the showroom? And it's in Vista, right?
Yes, the showroom is in Vista. I actually only went online.
Okay.
I started a website and I started with one rug.
Okay.
And one rug, sold that, turned it into two turned into three, and that's how it started. The showroom, I actually opened the showroom less than a year ago.
Okay.
Just my business has always been online, but I realized there are a lot of local San Diegans or just people from California that visit San Diego that want to see rugs in person. Mm-hmm. So I kind of wanted to create that atmosphere and that place for them as well, because obviously shopping online is hard.
Yes.
I make it easy. I offer, video calls and a lot of additional pictures and videos and everything that the clients need. But at least for people who really want to see it in person and can, I wanted to open that showroom to create that space for them.
Yeah, when we're talking about rugs and especially, the type and the style that you're offering, it's those intricacies, right? So it's helpful to see those in person.
Absolutely.
But take me back to kind of your history, and then we'll get back into the showroom and all that sort of stuff. But you grew up in Afghanistan, yes? And so talk to me a little bit about that, particularly kind of your educational history.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up in Afghanistan. Mm-hmm. I grew up during the Taliban regime 20 plus years ago.
Yeah.
That very first time they were there. So obviously life for girls were not that easy.
Right.
Not that it's easy now there,
Yeah.
but it was very hard, to be honest. No school, no TV, no electricity, no work, none of that, just staying home all day long. So my situation and my sisters, there's 5 of us, 5 sisters and 1 brother. Mm-hmm. My mom raised 6 of us by herself.
Wow.
And my mom found ways for us to feel normal and still feel like normal kids who are excited to learn and get an education. So my sisters and I would go in secret basements and study. There were teachers who were holding secret classes in their basements, so girls would go secretly and study in basements. So that was my childhood in Afghanistan during the Taliban the first time. My sisters and I. So
can I ask him little follow-ups? It's
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
So can you tell me a little bit about your mother or other female relatives? Were they well educated?
Absolutely. My mom graduated high school during her time before she got married and had us. And then after that, she went to college, but I don't think she ever finished it.
Okay.
So when we went back to Afghanistan during the Taliban, that's when she was a single mom with 6 young kids. So she went back to school after the Taliban left. She went back to school and got her credentials, and she became a teacher.
Okay.
And that's how she supported us financially, just by herself. She became a teacher. She was a teacher in the boys' school.
Oh, okay.
Because boys and girls have separate schools there.
Okay.
So she was an 8th grade teacher to boys, and that's how she supported us financially, and allowed us to get an education instead of working or whatever. So my siblings and I, we just focused on our educations, and I graduated high school in Afghanistan.
And while you were in Afghanistan, did you develop this love or appreciation of the rugs there?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So my love for rugs started in those basements. I've always been into arts and, just anything art related. I'm a professional makeup artist as well.
I want to talk about that too.
Self-taught.
I saw that.
But my passion for makeup and my passion for my Afghan heritage, it all combined together and became the rug mine.
Yeah.
So during the Taliban, when we studied in those basements, the only thing that was comfortable was sitting on those beautiful rugs on the floor. All girls gather around a teacher and just learn and have a good time and have that sense of hominess, coziness, and feeling safe.
Like comfort.
Very comforting. Obviously, we were terrified that at any minute, somebody's going to knock on that door and they're going to find us down here and we're going to be in big trouble. But just having that teacher and girls gathered around the teacher on these gorgeous, beautiful rugs just brought that home feeling to us and the comfort. So it was that. It was those memories and those good feelings that I had during that time, combined with my passion for art and color theories and color wheels and matching and all that stuff kind of came together, and the rug mine was born.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So you finished high school, and then when did you come to the States?
I came to the States because I met my husband in Afghanistan.
Okay.
My husband is from Afghanistan, but he was born and raised here in San Diego.
Oh.
His parents came to the U.S. 40 plus years ago.
Okay.
So him and his siblings were born here, and one summer in high school, he decides to go to Afghanistan, work on women's rights issues. It was during 10th grade or 11th grade.
Okay.
And my high school was the only high school in Afghanistan that kind of had that program. It's because I started and I was running it.
Oh, nice.
We're working on women's rights issues and stuff. So when my husband came to Afghanistan that summer, we kind of ended up meeting that way and working on women's rights issues in high school. So we kept in touch, communicated, worked on that. It just one thing led to another. We had a lot in common.
Yeah.
And we were very young as well, but we knew what we wanted, and we had a lot in common. And we kept in touch, and we continued talking long distance. And then, here we are.
And then here you are.
Here. So that's how I came to the U.S.
Okay.
Met my husband, got married, and I came here. So, and then when I came here, that's when I started school here. I started school just so I can improve my English, because I did not even speak a single word of English.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And that was in 2006.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
And then you started working for Mac shortly thereafter?
not shortly. Started working for Mac, I believe 2013.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But before that, I worked, so I went to school, and my teacher said that you can write and read pretty well. It's just the speaking that you're struggling. She said, you're wasting your time here. Go get a job that you're forced to speak. So I went and got a job as a cashier. And I worked there for like 7-8 months. My speaking improved.
Wow.
So then I quit and I went back to college. And that's when I started my education journey here. And it took a while because we had children on, while I was in school.
Yeah.
And my husband was a student, obviously. So, but we did it. I finished. I just recently, 2 years ago, got my associates in science of nursing.
Oh, congratulations.
And thank you.
Yeah.
And now I'm just trying to find some time to finish a couple classes that I have so I can go for bachelor's in nursing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's just something I've always wanted to do as a kid. Just like my daughter, I wanted to do everything.
Yeah.
So I have the business now. I also work for Mac as a manager.
Okay, so you still work for Mac?
Retail manager,
Okay,
yeah.
great.
I have my business, and but my dream is also to become a nurse as well in the future. So, yeah.
That's amazing.
It's never too late to go back to school.
No,
so.
never. Yeah, and to do all the things like you were saying.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But right now, the rug mine is where my heart is at the moment.
Okay.
Just knowing what it's doing to benefit all the females in Afghanistan.
Talk a little bit about how like your business model is female centric and how it supports, people back in Afghanistan.
Yeah. Well, obviously, I'm a female, and my business, it's a female-owned business, very small business, but I'm proud of it. It has come a long way, and I work directly with the artisans in Afghanistan, and most of them are females. So it's just supporting the females in Afghanistan, especially in the male-dominated industry, which is the rug business.
Yeah.
Or even Afghanistan is a male-dominated country.
Yes.
To give females that freedom and independence to know that they can still work from the comfort of their homes and be able to provide for their children.
That's wonderful.
It's a beautiful feeling.
Yeah. Have you run up against any troubles or being a female in a male industry? What does that kind of looked like?
There are competition, obviously, and being one of the few female business owners to own a rug business.
Yeah.
There's obviously ups and downs, but it's mostly support that I'm getting from clients.
That's great.
I get when I have clients all over the world. Since I started online and I offer free shipping worldwide, I have clients all over the world.
Wow.
And every time somebody orders a rug from me, there's always a follow-up message, how much they love the story and how much they love what the rug mine stands for and is doing, and that's why they chose me to get their rug. It's a good feeling to know that there's people who care as well.
So they love your story, or they get to know a little bit more about the artisans who make it. What are they
my
drawn
story
to?
and how my story as how the rug mine is doing what it's doing.
Yeah.
The help that it's giving to the artisans, the support that it's giving the artisans, because for the past several decades, obviously the rug making it goes way back, hundreds and thousands of years.
Yeah.
But for as long as I remember, I've never heard anyone giving the Afghan artisans, people who actually make the rugs, to give them the credit that they deserve. So my goal is to be able to do that, to give them the credit that they deserve. That's why I work directly with them. There's no middleman there. I know exactly who's making the rugs. I know the family. I know how many people are in the family. I know their names.
Yeah.
There's a face behind every rug that's being made.
Right.
And when I do receive that rug, then I can pass on that story to my clients. Because every rug tells a story, and it's the story of the artisan that made it. And I really, truly want people to understand that Afghan rugs are beautiful. They're good quality, the high quality rugs, and the wool and the dyes and everything that goes into it. It takes a village, and I want people to understand that there's a lot more than just the rug.
Yeah. We're such a disposable culture too, like I love this, return to, hopefully in this country, to just items of worth and of quality, and that bring you a certain sense of, peace, comfort, all those things that you were kind of bringing up with the first rugs downstairs, being educated, something they can pass on in their family and all of that. I love it. Take me back. So I'm a narrative person, right? So I run a writing organization. So I always, want to know about the stories and things like that.
Yeah.
So talk to me about that first rug. How did you find the artisan? Did the artisan find you? Like, how did this kind of like kick it off? I'm so fascinated by that.
Absolutely. My family still lives in Afghanistan, and I have a brother there and a sister, and my mom, they still live in Afghanistan. My other siblings are all around the world. But when I did start, in 2020, when I did decide to invest and start this, I saved up my makeup freelance money, and I had it saved, so I used that, and I with the help of my husband, obviously, because being a woman trying to contact people in Afghanistan, obviously it's usually the husbands or the men in the family who answer the phones, not the artisans, not the females. So I just want to respect all of that, the boundaries that they have there too. And I asked my husband to help me find artisans and to kind of help me find, and I started with one rug because obviously I don't know who to, if I can trust the person that I'm going to find. And obviously they're not going to be able to trust me because I'm just this random person contacting them from the other side of the world. So he helped me find a couple of people online on Facebook that had a profile that was trustworthy. And that's how it started. I ordered one rug from them just to test it out and sent them the money. And here we are, a week, 2 weeks later, my rug arrived and it was stunning. And then that's how it all started. And from there, that was one rug. And then I sold that and I ordered a couple more from them just so I can kind of grow my inventory and kind of test out the waters. And then after that, I asked my brother to go and find local artisans because I didn't want to work with somebody that like a middleman.
Yes.
So then my brother helped me find artisans so I can get in contact with them directly. So once I tested the waters, the rugs were beautiful, and working with them, it went smoothly. So then I had my brother go and find artisans that I could work with directly, so I'm not dealing with a middle person.
Yeah. So was this like an idea that was always kind of percolating, like while you were, in the makeup years and things like that?
Yeah.
Or did it just kind of strike you? Or tell me about that.
Yeah, it's the idea of the rug mine was something, like I mentioned, I've always wanted to do. Just empowering women, combining that. It was always in the back of my mind, that whole like being in the basement and how I felt, that warm, cozy feeling. And I've always had that in my heart and my mind, that whole experience that I had. And being in the makeup industry here in the US for so many years, it's just, that's art. Makeup is art. Making a rug is art. they both share something in common, which is it's art, and you're combining colors. You're trying to match certain tones together to make a beautiful piece. So I've always had that in the back of my head and in the back of my mind, and when it was the right time,
it was just the right time.
It was just meant to be. Yeah,
That's
it
great.
had to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to talk a little bit about, so you're a mama, so you have a 15-year-old, a 12-year-old, and a new baby on the way soon.
Yes.
And you also talked about being in college and having kids then. I mean, we always talk about in the U.S. like work-life balance and all of that. What does that look like? But what do you think do you attribute that to? You were also talking about how so much of your family's not here and like how hard that is and everything.
Yeah, definitely. We've faced challenges. Obviously, my husband and I, we met very young, and we've never stopped gaining our education. When I first came here, he was in school, I was in school, and then we had two years after I came here, we had our first daughter. I had to put my school on hold, but it was an agreement between my husband and I that for him to keep going.
Yeah.
And I would stay with the kids when they're younger, and then when they start preschool, then I go back. And that's what we did. My husband, I was literally there for his high school graduation, for his college graduation, and graduate school graduation.
Oh my goodness.
And he continued. Every time we had a baby, I would stop, put my school on hold because it was a newborn baby, and he kept going because I said, once you finish, then the kids are going to be older, then I can always go back and finish. So that's what happened. He graduated high school. He graduated UCSD for undergrad, political science major, and then he went to UCLA Law School and graduated law school. And to be honest, it was not easy.
Yeah.
It was not easy at all. We have his family here that helped in the beginning, but when he went to law school, we had to move to LA for 3 years. So we had a newborn and a 3-year-old in LA, and it was just me, him, in school. Graduate school is not easy, obviously. Like a lot of time is needed for that. So it was definitely hard, but we made it work. He finished, and when the kids were older, I went back to school, and I just little by little finished. There was definitely a lot of times that it was hard to balance it all, but we did it. And I think work-life balance is very important.
Yeah.
Now he works from home, and I have the rug mine. I'm running the rug mine, so most of it is from home. Right now I'm leave from Mac because obviously I'm having a baby. But it's been easier since I'm just focused on the rug mine, and I'm not in school currently, just so I can focus on one thing at a time. But when we're doing everything, definitely it's a lot.
Was it hard for you too in those earlier times? I mean, being so entrepreneurial and, loving work and artistry and all of that, was it ever hard to be kind of a mom and not, dip into the working world in those times?
It was just a matter of figuring out your schedule and figuring out. It was very stressful because he was obviously working, not from home back then. When the kids were younger, he was working out of an office, so he would leave in the morning, come at night, and then I had to figure out work schedule with kids schedule, school pick up and drop off and all that stuff.
I know that dance.
So the days that I was working, then we had to figure it out, but when I wasn't working, it was smooth sailing.
Nice.
So definitely hard. It is definitely different from being a woman in Afghanistan than being a woman in the US.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about some of the role models that you've had along the way?
Absolutely. My biggest role model is my mom. She's the strongest person I know.
And she's here, yeah?
She is in Afghanistan.
Okay.
Yeah, she went through a lot. Yeah. Always smile on her face, and she made it look so easy. She lost her husband in her 30s. I was left with 5 kids. Wow. The youngest was like 5 months old, my youngest sister. And she got us all, and we came back to Afghanistan during the Taliban. And it was not an easy life. She took it all upon herself. She was in her 30s. She could have remarried and, enjoyed the rest of her life. She didn't. She went through all of that. She went through cancer. She beat cancer. And yeah, she's away from all of her kids except for the 2 youngest ones. Oh my goodness. I'm here. My other sister lives in London. 2 of them live in Turkey. So she's in Afghanistan with my 2 youngest siblings. So she's definitely my biggest role model. Yeah. And other role models I've had were those teachers that I had in Afghanistan. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. They put their lives in danger to make sure some girls felt normal and gain an education.
That's incredible. Yeah, that's a beautiful story. As we're getting kind of to our close and to our time, how can people learn more about you and about the Rug Mine and everything else?
Absolutely. I am all over social media. I am on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram,
goodness.
All of it.
You'll have to teach me how to do half of those. Yeah.
And then I have a website, therugmine.com, and there's a lot to learn about the Rug Mine and my backstory in the info box on my website. therugmine.com. I just want people to know about me, because every rug that sells, that's just hope for an artisan family in Afghanistan. Yeah. I just want people to know about the Rug Mine. I want people to know about people of Afghanistan, especially females that are going through so much right now. Yes. Unfortunately, everything was taken from them. Every single choice that they had was taken from them. The life that they have right now was chosen for them, unfortunately. I also want people to know that the Afghan rugs are beautiful. They're not your typical red traditional rugs. There's so many beautiful designs and patterns and colors. If you browse my website, you're going to see you can find anything for any style, any home. I put a lot of effort into the quality of my rugs, the way they're made, the dyes, all of it natural, organic fruit and vegetable dyes. The wool is hand spun. It's all in Afghanistan. The fruits are grown in Afghanistan. So the Rug Mine is not only supporting the artisan, it's supporting the farmers who grow fruits on their lands. Yeah. It's supporting the farmers who raise the sheeps. So it's like it takes a whole village to make a rug. It truly is true.
And you're supporting all of those people.
All of those people, all those small local businesses and farmers, they're all being supported just by me getting a rug and ordering rug and working with artisans in Afghanistan. Yeah. And I also have a fair trade program. That's another big thing that I have with my business. I pay the artisans directly. Like I mentioned, there's no middleman. So they're getting paid very well. And on top of that, I pay them out of profit. And then I have contracts with the artisans that if they're part of my fair trade program, there's contracts that are being signed that they cannot have their kids work on rugs. They have to have their kids in school. Okay. So I work directly with artisans. I guarantee no child labor, no animal cruelty, none of that. Everything is organic. Everything is natural. Everything is sustainable. But a lot of this information is on the website. I'm just briefly touching on it, but there's more information on my website that people could learn.
That's beautiful.
About the Rug Mine.
I'm definitely going to go down a rabbit hole on your website.
It's hard. It's hard to stay away. Once you're on there, you're like, oh, this is beautiful, and then this is beautiful. There's a lot of information. And if you don't have a rug from the Rug Mine, there's blogs on the Rug Mine website that can help you if you stain your own rug. There's blogs on how to clean rugs and ownership guide and a lot of good information on there that you could learn.
Okay. Yeah. Good deal. So we will look at the website, but also, I guess, finally, any parting advice for, young girls, young women that want to start their own business?
Absolutely. go for it.
Just do it. Do the thing.
Just do it. If it's something that's you've been wanting to do, just do it.
Yeah.
Especially being in the U.S., you have the choice to do it or not to do it. If it's
such a powerful reminder.
If it's something that you really truly want to do it. Because there are so many girls in Afghanistan that have so many dreams and so many things that they wanted to do, but right now they don't even have that choice.
Yeah.
Even if they want to do it, they can't choose to do it because they can't. But if you can,
leverage your opportunity and do it.
Absolutely. That's what I tell my daughters. Yeah. You want to be an astronomer? Go become an astronomer. Yeah. You want to be a marine biologist? Go be it all. That's what I tell them, because you get to choose. You have the opportunity to choose it. Yeah. You can choose not to do it or do it. That's up to you. And then I always tell them, I took them to Afghanistan this past summer, and there were young girls that were just amazed to find out that my kids were in school. It broke my heart. Yeah. It truly did. Yeah. The young girl asked my daughter, she said, "Oh, you go to school?" And my daughter said, "Yeah." She was like, "Oh, you're so lucky." And my heart just shattered, because that reminded me of myself 20 plus years ago. Right. Where I was that girl that had dreams and hopes, but that's all I had. Nothing else. I just had dreams. Yeah. Nothing to achieve. So, absolutely. I tell my daughters all the time, and I will tell all the girls in the world, if you have dreams, if you have a goal, you want to start a business, just go for it.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
If you fail,
advice.
you fail. Yeah. At least you tried.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, not even for young girls too. I mean, even for women,
Absolutely.
Just you have these powerful opportunities.
Absolutely.
Like, let's not get paralyzed by choice or this. Absolutely. Or you have a choice, like you said, so
Absolutely.
So do the thing.
Absolutely.
That's so inspiring. Nargis, thank you for taking time with me and just sharing your beautiful story, and I'm just wishing you so much luck with the rug mine and the new baby and all of that. So
thank you so much for having me. I truly appreciate this.
Absolutely.
I truly appreciate the opportunity to be on the podcast. Great. And share with the world. Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Thanks so much.
Now that was powerful. We hope you've been lifted and encouraged by today's inspiring voice. Always remember that life doesn't look exactly the same for each one of us. Never stop dreaming, striving, and thriving. In future episodes, we look forward to bringing you powerful stories from amazing women who learn how to lead in to challenges. Thank you for listening and being part of our community with SheEO host, Rebecca Jones.